Wah, 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 wah. I'm back once again with more Hellnight, which was very scary for the poor little niche maid last time. Let's get, let's watch me be a weenie all over again. I'll try to be less of a weenie. I'll try to be brave. I'll put up my bravest front. I don't know if anyone gets to me. Just here's a tangle. I'm gonna brush it later. Uh, yeah. Let's fucking do it. We have a hellish night here in the Lanharuda world. Okay, it works. Let's get Elgatoing. Also, I learned apparently my meat shields, aka friends, they don't have to just die for me. They can have purposes beyond taking a hit for me. Almost being worth the game. Hmm. So, oopsie. A lot of people killed last time for no reason really. But, like I was kind of eepy sleepy. I was like dozing off the bed. I was cozy and such. Too cozy. But I was like, when I saw what time it was, I was like, no, I gotta get up. I gotta stream. Be too cozy. I gotta get up. So I'm up and streaming. Sometimes you're just in like the little nap cycle. It's hard to get out of it. But yeah, we're still on the PlayStation, as we will be for the foreseeable future. Well, PlayStation games, I guess. My PS1 era. Oh, 587. Yep. Look at that. Completed and saved. I'm supposed to be taking on Final Fantasy 8 tomorrow, but that's tomorrow's deal. Today's deal is Hellnight. Two events of the day for me. I was mostly just chilling. But my cat looks super cute this morning. I mean, it looks cute, but he was like especially like cute and adorable. Especially affectionate this morning, using like the glow of the sunlight. So pettable and he was drooling everywhere as I was like petting him. Very cute. Love my kitty. Oh, yeah, I made it to the second floor. Still scared walking anywhere. At least at the time I finished the stream, I was like, okay, I've learned the first floor pretty forwards and backwards. Now we're starting at zero again. I've got no knowledge. Yeah, it's him. Oh, fuck me. Just the run button. Residential area. No order in this room. Whoops. Might get me. Yeah. But I don't feel too scared because we just like have a save point. So it's like whatever. Die, we die. Okay, I think that's the first bit. We gotta go down the stairs for sure. The fucking like 50 little opening screens. I wonder if you mutate even further or to get max mutation. Alright, information. Aren't you a sore eyes? My crowbar, my small key, my mechanized gate key thingy, screwdriver, the green card. I still have everything. Information terminal. Okay, glad I went this way. Hell yeah, isn't it a hack? Well, we've encountered our good old friend, the fucking creature who kills you immediately. Got this information terminal. Yay. Let's examine some stuff. Engineer's quarters. Worker quarters. Different areas use a transportation pass. Okay, well, I'm really gonna hope that guy is not in the way. I want to get out of here. Wait, I forgot one thing. I want to get the filter on. There we go. Now this looks old. Oh, person. Nice Makahara. There's all these rumors about some kind of monster or something running around. Everyone's a little jumpy, you know. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Looking inside my dresser like that? Did your mother teach you any manners? No. Okay. doesn't give you anything. Try to crowbar the dresser. Hey, get out of here, you. Okay, fine. I understand when I'm not wanted. I think I hear him up there. I'm gonna have to like bait him out and be like, oh, follow me, and then do like the loop. Heck. He's not here anymore. I might choose the strategy of looking further ahead because the map brightens up the area a bit. So I'm taking any free advantage I can get, also I'm scared. Ugh. I see you. Right there. I think he's walking towards me. Gotta get around him. Oh, yeah, he's taking his steppies. Open up. Office. There's nothing more than a pile of rust now. I don't have to work anymore. Break it open. Make a pass. Punch card. Series numbers written some punched out. The Live something area pass. Livestock area pass. McDonald's farm. Need one around here. Alright. One more room. There isn't too long, thankfully. Oh well. I'm a low angle. You know, we love the farms here. They got all sorts of animals. The cows that go oink, chickens that go moo, sheep that go moo. Anyway. Oh yeah, I was supposed to talk to you. Welcome to the home of the one and only Treasure King. Number one collector in the mesh. Go to yours truly. Prize. Looking for something? Isn't this room beautiful? It's a veritable museum of the mesh. It's paradise. Treasure vault beyond compare. I can't say that I can about every piece of my collection. Shall we say, in accommodation with their previous owners. One way or another, I always get what I want. Nothing can get in the way of my collection. When it comes to my collection, the ends justifies the means. Feel free to contact anytime you want to see my collection. Maybe show them the key. Crowbar your head in. Headphones girl wanted me to talk to you. Those old canned goods and rations you spending for your army. I mean, in the old days, it does. Hey, don't touch that box. There's a differential switchboard inside. I went through a lot of trouble to get that. It's the latest addition to my collection. It's a pain in the butt to sneak into Tetsuo's and get that without a note. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, I had no business touching that. Leave on, look at something else. And so the old metal toys are taking kids and old cloth and stuff I took from old folks. You don't need them as much as I do anyway, right? Really can't. Any special dialogue to you? I tell someone who said to talk to you. Okay. Well, maybe I'll come back later when I need a differential switchboard. It seems to be the obvious thing I'll need. Wibbling walls of the PlayStation. Over here. didn't say there was, but you know, you never know. I think it's gonna be a locked door. Maybe it'll open up later. And not the mesh. Huh, yeah, that's interesting. It does say Hellnight second floor. It always say that. I wasn't paying attention. Missed some lore? Oh, maybe we just went downstairs. Hold on. You got me curious. Did it say that before? Or did it say we were in the mesh last time? The VOD's up, so I can look at it. I'm sure I pulled up the map like a billion times. Well, let me take a gander at that real quick. Just gonna go to my old save. I don't want to do that. Oh, okay, no, it always said Hellnight. It says Hellnight first floor. I don't know why it says Hellnight instead of the mesh. It's weird. It's like that's the name of the game, not the name of the location. Or two of the video game Hellnight. Button cannot be opened. I guess maybe we do go that corridor then, because it's a different corridor I couldn't see to get to. That's an odd way to do it. Central corridor. Yeah, I got my pass, don't worry. Hey, yes please. The gimmick is going to be I need to use this thingy to get around. Mesh second floor, livestock area. Oh, little girl. Miku. Oh, it's Miku. Vicky, is he gonna be okay? Hard to tell. I don't know, maybe. Maybe he'll be alright. No, nope. It's too bad. But he's gonna be killed, probably. It's too bad. Bam, it'll all be over. Chomp, 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 and he'll be eaten up. Hee hee hee. Oh, that's too bad. He's gonna be killed and eaten up. He's gone. Okay. This is a girl and her pessimistic teddy bear. I don't know. What the hell's going on around here? Got some thing. You have some John Carpenter's thing down here attacking people like crazy, but everywhere you go, there's shutters in the way. You can't get anywhere. Forget about trying to get out to the surface. The stairs have been blown up. We're doomed. The Holy Newswave doesn't find and eat all of us. You're sounding a lot like a teddy bear, sir. Wait a minute. I heard something once, that those holy ring people or whatever they call themselves have church or something on the bottom level of the mesh. And then they go to the surface straight from there. Grab more people for whatever it is they do down there. Oh, we have to head right into the heart of the cult to get out of the sewer. Concerning. Have an elevator or something down there. Maybe if we talk to them, we can convince them to let us use it. No. We're gonna do cult stuff to you, buddy. They really have their own exits and circuits? I think for the exposition. It's very wooden. Why are they keeping livestock underground? I guess this was like what, an old military base or whatever. Probably just so they could eat meat. I don't like this though. One information booth. Seen one in ages. So long. Oh, I thought that was Monster. No, that's Spence. Well, a subway or something. There's a railway above me. This is massive. Massive and long. Like the livestock area. There's a door. Took me long enough to find anything. Ted. Oh, cute eye Erica. You know Tetsuo? I know he got robbed. He's in fix. You should ask him to take a look at it. Usually in the factory somewhere. You should look for him there. Amazing. Okay, maybe go to the factory. Ugh. Keep thinking I see like some into the monster around every corner. This is like fucking game looks like. What does everybody live around here? Little information booth too. I've been missing that place. Anna's office. Sweeper. Hey, it's my office. What do you think you're doing? You could come in. Wait a minute. I mean, since you swear, didn't I? See, so you want to get back to the surface, eh? Look, I might be able to get back to the surface using the elevator in the research area. Where's that? Yes, I have a pass that you could into the research area. Can't just let you have it. See, like you were supposed to have passes of bosses of each area. Those are these have cool sunglasses. Or someone like me, a cleanup man whose authority extends to each area. If it's supposed to help me, I could make you my deputy. Use one of the extra passes. See, right now I've been hired to find whoever it is that's been stealing stuff from the factory area. Oh, I know who it is. Looking for Kojima and his accomplice Miyake. Problem is, can't find him. He's on the ground. I think I got someone hiding them, which means I'll never find them. Whoever's hiding them won't talk to me. That's where you come in. I don't think you're working for me, so they might actually be able to find them. And I can't. What do you say? Will you help me look for the thieves? Yeah. Well, great. Here, take this. You know how to use it, right? Careful you don't lose it. That's nice that he remembered me. I don't remember him, so I'm glad one of our memories is good. Thank you, Leno. Thank you, Sweeper. Thank you for you and your cool shades. Justice shall we serve? Yeah. I'm the justice server. What do you fucking say to go hunt down again? I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm guessing they're in the research area. I'm just taking the edges right now. There's another dead end. Not a perfect loop. I mean, it is a perfect loop, but it isn't like all the way across the edges, which I guess makes sense. It wasn't place anyway. I don't like how quiet it's been. Hello, Sophie. I met a guy with sunglasses who remembered me, so I got a cool pass. Now I gotta go hunt down some thieves, and I guess that's all I need to do, besides to get the hell out of here. I only got killed once so far. Yeah, nice to see you, Sophie. Hope you're doing well. We'll go run a bit more, but I want to use this basically as a save. Oh, okay. Plus tense. Area mapped out a bit. That's some people. Not been attacked so far. I've been deputized. Yeah, so far we haven't found anyone else to be my meat shield. There's been lonely goings so far. Here we go. This area was at the very start. Oopsie for missing, I suppose. But I'm here now. Turn. There's so many different cars and passes on them. Nice stuck area. Okay, okay, so basically explored everything. It's not really too. It's a little long, but it's not too complicated. It's basically like two places for people to be, and then where the livestock go. Let's check the livestock area. I'm not scared. I have a save. If I die, it's like, I'll just reload the save. It's fine. Go see where all the animals are. Where do you go? Let's go north. See where all these adorable animals are. I want to see the livestock. I want to see a sheep go baa and a cow go moo. This is my dream right now. Nice reprieve from all the horrors that I'm gonna have to face. There really don't be any scary monsters there. This side's blocked off. What does a scary monster want to do in the livestock area? It's not livestock. It's probably not even alive, let alone stock. Oh yeah, I hear. Alien 3 vibes are an isolating industrial filled with weirdos, prisoners, single scary monster everyone's effectively powerless against. I haven't seen Alien 3, I've only seen the original. I should watch Aliens and Alien, Cubed. It looks like in the title. There's a lot of movies I have to watch that I have not seen yet. There's debates on which the best cut of three is. I didn't know that. Animals. It just seems like it's a place if you want to go for like a shortcut or you want to get scared. Answer a pillar. Trouble to film the flaws going to appear no matter what. I thought my impression is I thought the first three were like good, and then the rest of the Aliens franchise was a mess of like varying quality. Like that's what I thought. That's what I thought perception was. I didn't even see the fucking monster. Any resurrection at least. I think it was growl at me. Wait, there's a room there. But there's multiple rooms there I missed. Hold on. I wasn't reading my map. Gotta meet all the quirky characters. There does smell down here. Empty. Believer Murami. I've been waiting for one like you. Who carries a darkness in his breast. Don't talk about my breasts. I don't know if there's any darkness in. Will you answer my questions? Sure. Excellent, excellent. Very well. First question. There are two birds in front of you, a white crow and a dove with black wings. They're writhing in pain. Which do you help? Ooh. I mean, I like both crows and doves. This is a tough question. They're both good birds. I like crows a little bit more. Please, that's your answer. Very well. Second question. You built the city with your own hands. Who's in city? Small children or adults? I'll let the kids live in there. Why not? What? Why? I don't know. There's plenty of cities for adults. Why not give the kids a one for once? Why would you say such a thing? What could you mean? I cannot accept that. Okay, they didn't like it. Why did I pick the dove? What? I perceived the darkness was false. You deny the truth. Leave this place now. Leave me. Okay. Say crow and adult. Got it. You know, you're very good at doing these like kind of 20 questions things. You're not supposed to get mad at the person for answering question 2. Third question. Which do you prefer? Ocean. Excellent. And you would say as much. You're indeed a worthy to be possessor of the sighing flute. Said that blowing on the flute produces music that causes soul to brim and overflow with joy in your hands. And on the true darkness of his heart, it'll surely bring happiness. Oh, how envious I am of you. Oh, I got an ugly little flute. Oh, what? I'm making noises. I see the thing. Anyway, I got a shitty little fucking flute. Keep your reward for passing Rami's test. Please. No more special treats. I don't know if there's any more in here to go around a bit more. And I'll just leave and I'll save again. And I'll take a little fucking gander in the animal pens. Yeah, there's so many movies I need to watch that I have not. Very true. Doesn't make me want to live there, but for some reason they just put it in there. I don't know why. Not sure why that's such a pressing concern for the government of Alberta, Canada, specifically. I should talk to my guy again, get some like reminders on what I'm doing. He's the one with good memory, not me. Mostly just because I wasn't paying attention. I was only like half paying attention. How's the search coming? Work on the factory myself. Nothing yet. Okay, so I'm sure I'll find him in the research area when I get to it. This look very cool. Maybe he'll give me like a spare pair of sunglasses and give me the sunglass bros. And be like, wow, you've earned it. And we'll go kick some ass together with our cool sunglasses. We go this way. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna expect the game to end. We get sunglasses, and we get guns, and we get tank, and we kick ass, and we riddle the creature full of bullets, and we deliver some cheesy one-liners. We're besties forever. And then we get ice cream afterwards. Yeah, it's gonna be epic. Do another save. Don't look around the animal pens. Kind of on this thing, the sighing flute. No clue what it does. But I have it now, so you're mute on my end. I see, I see. Yeah, because I noticed on my end that the audio bar is moving up and responding to what I say. I should type it out to you as like I know. I think it's on your end. And I'm thinking about it. It's okay. It's nice to know it's not me for once. OBS loves just being like, you're not gonna make any noise anymore, randomly. I always appreciate that y'all are on the lookout for it. Also, just like how he just say Awawa, not like muted, just no Awawa question mark. It's very funny. Using a signal or code. Okay. Around the central livestock area, see if we can find anything cool. Or if we get sliced in half. And don't get to live out our dreams of being sunglasses bros and getting tanks and ice cream with our buddy Reno. Or Leno or whatever. Sorry, Reno's... I'm still got Final Fantasy 7 in the brain. I'm cooking up a review for it, but I got a lot of shit to say about it. Mostly just commenting on a lot of stuff that's going on in that game. What is he anyway? I'm really scared of him. I have a save. I'm like pretty safe and invested. Oh, there he is. Hi. Well, looks like this is the end of all the... whatever this guy's name is in this game. Oopsie. If I don't leave the map, he can't kill me. Oh, there we go. I'm dead. Wah! My blood! I needed that. I was saving that for later. Hmm. Oh, again, I had a save recently. I wasn't too terrified. Look around a bit more. If there's any other items I can get for answering questions. I like how that guy who gives you the little evil quiz, he doesn't like give you one shot at it. He's like, okay, you can try again if you fail. I'm a fair, weird cultist who's asking you weird questions. But he can just be like 1 minute, you dancer sucks, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you too. Oh, okay, never mind, you got it right the second time. Yay, here's your flute. Try to enter from a different angle or something. Or you just try to run instead of just standing around like a dumbass. I just know that he only really triggers in the central area. Won't bother you if you're on the edges. You can edge all night long. I'm not really sure if there's anything else. No, here we go. Punk Genzo. Whoa. Don't scare me like that. I thought you were that thing. You came down from the living quarters. I mean, it ain't safe up there. There's that thing running around attacking you up everybody. I mean, stick around up there? Oh, buddy, you are fucked easily right around this area. Get it. I gotta get out while the getting's good. There's also a sunglasses guy. Where's everyone getting their damn sunglasses? Where can I get a pair? The little sunglasses, like, little stand that they put in the store so you can get a pair of sunglasses. I need it. Everyone's got a damn pair of me. I'm feeling left out. A little loser without the sunglasses. They're all gonna laugh at me. Manager. This is Mother Awaji. Who the heck are you coming in the leisure when she's sleeping like that? What? You're looking for the elevator, you say? Well, you come to the right place. My name is Awaji. Everyone calls me the matron of the mesh. I know I know everything there is to know about the mesh. If you're looking for something, all you need to do is ask me. Let's see. What's you wanted? Oh yeah, the elevator. Elevator. I ain't got shit. Where is the elevator? No, Leno. Okay, but Leno's not the friendliest person around. I don't even talk to people sometimes. I thought she could help you. You don't come to the matron of the mesh for nothing. You are literally useless. I already talked to Leno. I don't think I'm getting that much else out of here. I'm gonna leave. Not sure if anyone else is around. If they are, maybe I'll need to go look for them. Not a complete map of the area, but I feel fairly confident with it. Check the research lab. Let's do some research. Call me the researcher. Kind of all the research I'm doing. This place is forest. A lot of holes here. You're the bastard. Holes for research. We have to make research holes. So we're studying all these holes in the fucking everything. Oh. Lab number 2. Fully equipped laboratory. Lab number 1. Contains controls for the second floor emergency defense mechanisms. It's off limits. Materials warehouse. Room for research area coolant system. Emergency elevator. Engineer's working area. Engineer's working area. Move between different areas with the use of transportation paths. Okay. We need to go over here, which is by the, this area just in general, and that lab over there. Some labs there, there's some stuff over there, and there's another block of residences over there. A lot of stuff going on. Nowhere to go. This looks weird. It's what's the thing where you're like afraid of things having a lot of holes in them? This is a terrible level for you. You got that like phobia. Yeah, trypophobia. It's fucking hell world for you. Ugh. Shemine, what's up? Hello. Onishin Hey. Hey, meet you. Yeah. They're remembering me. I remember the new apprentice cleanup man, right? Oh, I've heard a lot about you. You're from Miyaki, right? Takes a lot to impress Leno. He just needs to remember your face, and he's like, damn, you're cool as hell. Make you a deputy. Looking forward to watching you work. The passing time, the bottom's been torn off. Underground capital construction plans in the back. Or is there? No, okay, I was gonna Gordon mode. I'm glad that I'm running into familiar faces, even if they aren't familiar to me, because I didn't really put too much stock into them. It was nice. I felt like remember you, like, oh, yeah, you're cool. We like you. Hang out with us. Be our buddy. We meet again. Yeah, we just talked. Looks like you're having some trouble. Need a hand? Yaki's just a big coward. If you can figure out where he's hiding, you should be able to scare him out without much trouble. Hey, it's pretty interesting, boy you've got there. Yeah, that's a flute. It's a flute that makes creepy noises, right? I don't like to admit it, but it scared the hell out of me the first time I heard it. Nothing you ever heard in your life. Notepad with all the pages torn off. Some kind of pastry inside, but it's hard as a rock now. I wonder how old it is. Crowbar time? No. Okay, I guess it was just for talking. Gotta find Miyake. Somewhere around here doing something you shouldn't. How does we go up these stairs? Second top floor of the research area. Looks like it's a pretty nice little shortcut at the very least. Maybe. I just want to get to the opposite side of the floor. No, there's the stairs over there. I see them. I like all the noises it's making. Bad noises. Going on, my movement got all like funny. Um, well, it's like I'm sliding here. I think I may have found a glitch. It's like I'm sliding everywhere. Maybe it's supposed to happen. Maybe it's the floor. But notice this pattern change. I can move. Okay. I think that was intentional. Let's just slide all the way back here. Floor over there is a little fucked. Like a weird blue on there. No, I don't have trypophobia, but I don't like the holes either too much, especially with all the wiggly, wobbly PS1 graphics. the Hell Moon is. I'm very interested in this possibility. What does it mean? Yeah, I guess it does mean Hell Moon. Is that where bunnies go when they die? They go to the Hell Moon. Bunnies are punished for their sin of being bunny. Hello, Katie, by the way. How you doing? Pretty good you go there. And hello, Drake. Yeah, we are back in the game that made me into a weenie. We're back. I'm more reasonable and less scared. Understand the game a bit better now. Just going to this research facility. Also, you have trypophobia. Get scared, get scared, get scared. Well then this part's gonna get to you. I say that I intentionally try to scare you, showing it to you. And you're gonna see it anyway. For some reason, this place is just full of holes. You know, I've not gotten killed too much. Only, like, twice. Yeah, I got deputized by a guy in cool sunglasses. He's making me hunt down fugitives and thieves. I'm not sure where I'll find him, though. This this little research area is confusing. That's why I can't trust scientists. They always make the most confusing research areas full of holes, and they're like, oh yeah, it's just like do all the time. Oh, it's not the game. I put the CRT filter on. There's a setting I can do. Post processing. I can add a shader. I do it for old games sometimes. Eh. Oh, jeez, I can hear him breathing down my neck. Ooh, he's that way. It's no good. I might die right here. Hmm. Yeah, definitely went the wrong way. This is confusing. Oh, wrong one. This northern part. Finally, he's behind me. I'm taking the save. Run toward the save point. See, I'm getting better. I can avoid them. I'm being more strategic. Not bad if you know what you're doing. Information booth. Here's a save. Or it transitions on. It's basically like a save spot. Get fucked. Monster freak. Yeah, all safe and sound. Save my damn game. There you go. I'm trying to use save states less. I'm trying to be much less of a weenie. Play the game honestly. Okay, let's see what happens if we explore this northern area. Or stairs. With these stairs. Spots I haven't explored? I don't think I hear any scary noises. Oh wait, hear me again. Leave me alone, you prick. I'm tired of being scared. Just another whole loop. Seems like it. It's all loops. I see an alternate path. Maybe that'll lead me somewhere. Oh, here we go. Finally, some stuff. We'll have number 2. Hello again. Hey, can't find Miyaki. Me neither. Looks like he's really gone to ground. Somewhere in this area. I met some pieces and ducks going all over the place. Nothing inside. I don't want to mess around with machinery. I could get my screwdriver in there. Get a little gander. Or just break it open crowbar style. Oh, okay. Not here. There's another room here, so may as well. Whoa. Think you got me trapped in here, don't you? Can't move at full speed here. Too many obstructions. There's no way out for you. Look at me fighting the beast. Hi, me. What's the matter? Does that hurt? Nothing compared to what you put my men through, you bastard. God damn. You kill it? Are we safe? No choice but to destroy its nest and everything in it. Who's there? You're the one on the tracks. Sorry about what happened back there. Orders were to destroy any and all organisms that may have been infected by the hybrid to prevent them from returning to the surface. My name is Leroy Ivanov. My men and I were sent here at the best of the Japanese government. More than that, I can't tell you. Fortunately, the situation is much worse than our peers anticipated. Much, much worse. That thing, hybrid. Okay, it's called the hybrid. You know, we got Russian soldiers here. I'm sure there's nothing bad Russian soldiers done in the past couple decades. That thing seems to have a limitless potential. Used to wear jeans, now it's naked. I brought a platoon of our best men, but they were all killed by it, torn them like they were nothing. No matter what it takes, I will kill that thing, and not because I have orders to, either, but for the sake of my men. It's probably a good idea if you come with me, safer than walking around down here all by yourself. I guarantee I can get you back to the surface, but I'm doing my best shot. As long as we hold fast, we'll make it. Oh, I have a new friend. Lid is closed. Moaning coming from the box. Oh, time to open up. See if our new friend and I will get killed. Built tougher than it looks. Off debris. There's a fierce battle here. Well, that's nice. We got a friend. Now I don't have to go it alone. I can talk to him. Now that I think about it, when I was in that storeroom, I was feeling there was someone there. Somebody else besides the hybrid. You can't, like, use a screwdriver when you get in there? It'll last more than 2 seconds, right? Smile. No. Okay, well, we can't open that. Maybe we'll just, like, leave them to their fate in the box. This fucked up floors. I don't like that area. Oh, I saw the machinery, and I thought that was the fucking monster. Yeah, let's just say on the matter. What were they doing down here? What were they thinking? I'm only going in the creepy sound occasionally. Hi, babe. Mm-hmm. Give that new meat shield, that new friend who will take bullets for me. or slashes for me. Soldier guy. Hellnight, it's going well, it's going well. A bit less of a weenie today. You the fucker. Just watched Sinners? Hell yeah, how was it? I thought it was real good. Oh, you locked. That was amazing. Hell yeah. Let me. Lots of process. Mm-hmm. Valve room. Oh shit, I can get my Steam machine here. Some kind of tool, you'd say. Well, this is the valve room. It's only appropriate we use the crowbar. The valve with the crowbar. The ice shatters under the force of the crowbar. You want to turn the valve? Oh, why not? Not. Well, it probably turns down that slippery ice that was fucking me over. That's probably what that was. Let the cold air flow in the research area. Hell yeah. But yeah, it's a great movie. I very much enjoyed what I saw of it. So good. Yeah, that one scene where they're like at the League party or whatever they're calling it. The guys playing the music. That scene was fucking incredible. I'm so spooked, but though it is scary. It is scariest fucking PS1 game. I want to go back the way I came. Really pure, so it really was like the peak of the film to me. Like, I think of any movie I saw last year, which it wasn't a lot, it was like 3 movies. I think that's where that scene in particular is just where fucking that's where that year peaked. Okay, this area isn't so slippery and shitty anymore. Perfect. Puzzle solver. Locked. Pull her card. Can't get in there yet. What do you have to say about this? He's just asking questions like, what the hell are they doing down here? I did think the second half of the movie wasn't as strong for me, though I will say. I don't know, I didn't really care too much about the vampire stuff, I guess. I liked everything but the vampire stuff. I thought was like it's like alright. It was like bad, but I don't think it reached the same highs as it was like the first half of the film. Hey there. Hello. They haven't found him either, huh? Any place I've checked so far. So keep looking, I guess. love the second half. Oh, you have a large fucking specimen in a jar. This was Japanese army and government were hiding. Happens to the underground ruins. Not put experiments in jars. That's never a good idea. It's gonna happen too fast. Where the hell else haven't I been so far? That one's locked. I might go back and save. The Leo's come in was a bit abrupt. Delta says on the second, so I only be cheering. I like it. Oh no! So attached characters. But yeah, it was a cool movie. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was a great movie. I think I'd probably say it was the best movie I saw last year. I mean, the only competition really is like one battle after another. But I think Sinners hits higher highs in that film, personally. There's no moment that made me go like, holy shit, in that one as much. The damn spooky noises in my ear all the damn time. Okay, I'm gonna go for another save. This game's pretty cool if you can stop being weenie about it like I was. You have no weapons, so you just have to pretty much outrun the enemy all the time. Sometimes you have friends that can help you, but not always. Especially if you get killed like I do. It's kind of cool, like navigating around, building up a map, memorizing where everything is, and having to think like, okay, what are the paths I can take that are safe to get this stuff. Also, I'm gonna save again because I don't remember if I did or not. I was paying attention. Like the first time you go through a place is like the scariest because you have no idea where anything is. It could be anywhere. You don't know which directions to go. But then, as you start to map it out over time, start knowing the paths, start learning how to live in the mesh. Okay, I need to fucking look around again. What am I missing? Been to lab number 2, I've been to lab number 1, not been to the control room, not been to the supply room. Wait, no, I have been in the supply room. I've been to the coolant control room, not accessed the emergency elevator. I haven't been to the eastern block. No, I have. That's where the labs are. In the western block. In the lab number 2. What am I missing then? I need some sort of card to get in here. Maybe that person in that box could help me. I could get over there. The question is, how do I get him out? Crowbar's not strong enough. Play my flute. I'll try playing the flute. What happens if I do? Can't be used here. Ugh. Thank you, Sophie. Speaking of the vampires later, the rules are kind of dumb. I guess maybe I took it too literally because I find vampire rules in general kind of stupid. The general mythos of vampires is a little dumb sometimes. Gotta insert some of the black spaces. Just need to be let in. You review it, so I want to check if you did. And read it and like it. Yeah. Nice. Only fair after all. He'd be in the supply room. Maybe that's where he's hiding, I bet. Let's try looking over there again. Oh, there you are. Hi, buddy. I don't want you to kill me. I want to be killed by the killer. Yep. I'm just gonna say the thing everyone was thinking. Stay away. Fuck. Hell yeah. They were pretty big. Okay, let's see if we can wake this guy up. Flute away. What's happening? Yes, I knew the flute was important. There you are. Who the heck are you? What do you think you're doing making a racket like that, huh? Hey, Leno. So this is where you're hiding, eh, Miyaki? Hi, Leno. Alright, Miyaki, you're coming with me, okay? If you say so, Leno, I just want to say, though, it wasn't my idea. Could you even talk me into it? You tell me about it in my office, come on. Yeah, thanks for your help. Come to the office later. I've got something for you. I'm gonna get a gift. It drives Miyaki away. Jayla looked different than I remember. The fuck when she came on screen. Yeah, there's just like some still images of people showing up occasionally. Oh, you meant her. Lady, yeah, they're huge tits. They were pretty nice. Oh, good old big tits. But yeah, Jay Leno, this is a different phase for him. I never watched Jay Leno. Anyway, run away from the scary. I didn't really watch much late night television stuff. Wasn't my style. Street people. What prompted that one? Not that it's not always a valid statement. Serious. Because you're moving up how Michael B. Jordan is so hot glacier, that's why he shut up. Yeah. I mean, you know what? I will say, very small, very tiny point in their favor. At least it's not them thirsting over the most milquetoast white guy of all time. It's like, damn, at least, you know, better than I'd expect of people. Very small plus two. But yeah, you gotta talk about the actual movie, not about how people are hot. It's still not good to go on Letterboxd and say such and such actor is hot. It's like, first of all, that's not universal. Second of all, who cares? Third of all, if it's true, it's self-evident because you looked at him throughout the entire movie. You don't need to say it. I'm sure a lot of people agree with you. Gotta talk about the actual film. And, you know, I saw on Reddit like the other day, fucking like on a Letterboxd subreddit, people are like, oh, I don't like, you know, like people are like, oh, I hate the one liner reviews are just about how someone's sexy, or it's like the same joke repeat over and over again. People are like, oh, actually, you know, those aren't so bad. It's actually worse when people make the long, pretentious reviews. Like, no, those are the good reviews. People should be writing pretentiously about what they think about films and actually trying. It doesn't matter if they're not like an actual good or professional writers. They're actual real damn thoughts. They're putting it on the screen. You know, they're putting it right on the fucking website. That's the real shit there. Like, I'm just writing my damn thoughts on what I think of the movie. I'm not trying to write for the damn Chicago Tribune or whatever. I just want to put down what I'm feeling. Yeah, put your soul raw and exposed on the damn dashboard. Yeah, I don't need to know you got hard or wet. I don't need to see your joke post. That's the same as everyone else's joke post. OBS tried to fucking silence me. I was in mid-rant. But yeah, you gotta expose your raw inner fucking feelings. You gotta expose out to the world. You don't need to know you got hard away. You don't need to make joke posts that everyone else has made that aren't original. This isn't social media. This is a fucking site where you log movies you watch, maybe put some thoughts down about them, and, you know, put down the other movies you want to watch. This ain't Twitter. This isn't X, the everything app. This isn't Blue Sky. Those Irish is so good. Can't get rid of that point at all. I think that was just like they're pretty much completely dishonest. Like they try to present themselves like, oh no, we're nice, we're not racist vampires. We're white and want to kill you, but that's just for vampire reasons for stuff. And now they early in the film they're just like lying to other people too. They just lie their asses off. I mean, they want to kill you no matter what, and it's still like racist. Movement discourse on how Jews aren't black people. Not true. Who fucking said that? TikTok. Typical. Also, like, at least Ginger's is insane. Irish, there is a through line you can make to logically think that, even if it's incorrect and, like, wrong buzzer. Ginger's is insane. It's mostly a meme. Okay. I thought people were unironically saying that. Yeah, Ginger's is insane. Like, they don't even do anything. They're just, like, I mean, I guess they are kind of discriminated against because people are a little shitty. At least they were towards ginger people, like saying they had no soul or whatever. That's like not the same level of shit. That's like just bullying. That's not fucking like racism and Jim Crow and discrimination and shit like that. That's just regular old, plain old bullying. Which is not great, but it's way of a different thing. There's a lot of similarities. It is kind of insane that Irish and Italians were basically treated as, back in the days when they were not considered white, how they were treated. Where are you? Also, it's just so interesting how, it paints how arbitrary race is, because as soon as it got more accepted there, and they wanted to, use them as a cudgel against, minorities like black people and such, suddenly they were welcomed into the club, and now it's like, oh no, you've always been white, you're always chill with us. They easily just make the switch, which, just shows how fucking artificial race is as a concept. Forcibly working incredible fertile and profitable land and being denied the profits of that land. I mean, actual, Ireland, like, fucking, back in the day, that was just straight up actually colonized. Probably why there is some sentiment that there is some relatability between the Irish and other colonized subjects of the English Empire. Okay, I'm out of here. Back to the livestock area. Maybe I can jump on my seat. This is actually effectively a pretty scary game. Like last stream, I was so aspect ratio that. I was just kind of talking about my ass. I was like, aspect ratio. I guess it did that. One movies get weird with the space and make a movie. I do like weird aspect ratio. No, this is okay. I was just kind of going along with it. I don't know what the. Like, it's cool when movies have interesting aspect ratios. There's this one movie I watched when we were doing the challenge. It had like a 1:1 aspect ratio, which was just cool looking. I like when they. Again, I agree with you. I like when they mess with the movie and the aspect ratio. There's a fucking movie that has like a circle aspect ratio or something. Two that I have like on my fucking watch list or watch later list or whatever. And it is cool when they like fuck with the movie. I don't know. Maybe I'm easily impressed, but if you just like do anything where it's like, oh, that's not how you typically do a movie, that's different. I'm like, oh wait, that's interesting. I want to check that out. I want to see what the hell you're doing with that. Aspect ratios included. Funny games or whatever it's called. Sounds funny. Hee hee. What's the deal with funny games? What do they do that's weird? Okay, Leno. What's going on, my favorite late night television host? Hey, I've been waiting for you. You did a good job there. You and Zoli Miyake. There's one down, one to go. Funny Games 1997 and Funny Games 2007. I made two of them a decade apart, huh? Here, take this. It's not much, but it will come in handy for you sooner or later. Got the red card. Oh, and you can keep the research area pass too. I'll go find Kojima. I remember Kojima's girlfriend once, but that was a long time ago. Second, a shot-for-shot remake based in the U.S., first based in Austria where it was made. Wait, real long time ago. There's like an old lady. Here, maybe I should talk to her. He does have a nice, like, fucking radio or whatever going on down here. But it's funny to think there's very much a deep look at the voyeuristic desire from the audience for violence. I mean, you got me. Funny Games fucking got me dead to rights there. I do like violence. At least like in movies and video games. Hence why I watch what I watch and play what I play. I'm gonna save because I got items, but I'm gonna try talking to that old woman over there. She might know where Kojima is. It's been a long time ago, so that makes me think it's gonna be someone older. 53% Rotten Tomatoes, that's because it's very challenging, there's a lot of chastising the audience. And that's for good reason, the good and interesting facts. Well, I always like it when audiences feel challenged and upset. I think it's good if sometimes it's a good thing if a movie has like a mixed reviews on things. It's kind of like the filter, you know. It's like, okay, you know who's in the know, who's cool, and who got kind of owned by the movie a bit. Not always the case. Sometimes a movie's just kind of a mixed bag. You can't tell that like just by pure looking at the statistics, but still. Okay, Gander is pretty easy. The oldest fucking person here. Okay, I'm gonna take a breath so he doesn't fucking die of an asthma attack. That wouldn't be good for anybody. Is the same director and such? So I just say, fuck it, make a whole new film? Or the same film? Andrew, you're like an older. I told you I could help you. Don't need you for nothing. Okay, no, you don't have anything. I want to check both of those out then. Sounds interesting. Hmm. Let me get out of here. Hold on. Let me put that on the watch list. Funny games or whatever. I can't type now. Well, I could make this work. Just fucking copy paste. You know, chat. Funny games. Letterbox. Here we go. Have for us to watch? Hell yeah. Me when the games are funny. Scratchman take a mother, father, and son hostage in their vacation cabin, forcing them to play games for their own amusement. This one's at 3.9. Michael Haneke, German-Austrian guy. Oh, he made a more. I watched that movie. 2012. With some old retired music teachers. I give the movie a 3.5 out of 5. Would be good. Okay, Funny Games New. 3.6, 7. Okay, I have seen one of his films before. Naomi Watts in it. This is just make like a version with American actors in it. I love the beard on the guy in his picture. Nice bearded glasses combo. Michael. Version called Funny Film. Are there any games like that are about like, I don't know, can you really do that with the game as well? I think you kind of can. I feel like there's a bunch of games that are like commentaries on violence. Maybe. There's probably like some sort of similar that you can think of. Spec Ops Online. Yeah, Spec Ops Online is like, critical of like military shooters. Kane Lynch 2 Dog Days. That one maybe even more so. Game is complicated. You're talking about Tetsuo. Actually, it's kind of bad, but not in an offensive way. But its presentation is so immensely hostile. Sorry to divorce from the mechanics. This is so hostile is what makes it so good. Best game I've ever played that's awful and sucks. Sounds interesting. I like when the game sucks good. Got me intrigued. I've heard of Kane and Lynch Dog Days. Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days. Don't remember. It was like a video or something. Talking about various video games. Kane and Lynch 1 is just kind of nothing. You gotta play the game though, so you can understand why it's 2. Nothing burger of the game. Nothing hamburger. Kane and Lynch 2 is... There's just like a vent down here. Shot on Handycam, like a cheap one you get in a dollar store. Especially with the cutscenes, like the in-game gameplay looks like it's shot on a hand cam. I'm sorry, that actually sounds interesting. I like it when games are a little weird with how they present themselves. That sounds like it would be. It does sound like it would be terrible to play and to have a game be legible, but it also sounds so interesting and unique. Like, who fucking does that? It's because it's a bad idea, but nobody does it. Or naked, yelling, covered in blood. Was my peeking is so crispy? So hot lately. I can't for the explosion. That sounds cool. Censors those on TV. It's co-op? We gotta play that together. We gotta fucking Kane and Lynch 2 it out. One of us has to be Kane, one of us has to be Lynch. Yes, yes, yes. Is it on Steam? Oh, I guess I'll look later. The thing is, are objectively bad guys objectively bad people? Complete psychopaths. Kane especially. What's up with guys named Kane with a K in the start instead of a C being all fucking psychopathic and evil? They just tend to do that for some reason. You know what's funny? Caitlyn, she was foundational in a ton of stuff. Like what? Jeff Gertzman was working at IGN and was told he could not give it below a 7 because Square Enix paid for good reviews. He refused and was fired. I went up for a little company called, nobody's ever heard of it, called Giant Bomb. Also. Oh, I think I did miss some stuff. Is where +2 and -2 comes from? Wait, that's what they were playing when they came up with the... Holy shit, that game is legendary. I gotta like fucking bow down and respect the Kane and Lynch. Holy shit. Okay, I was missing something. Okay, I know where I need to go. Ah, damn. Actually, insane where that's where minus and +2 came from. I need to get that game now. Parents started playing Kane and Lynch 2 and came up with the Kane and Lynch challenge where they put 4 hours on the clock to beat the game. For every good joke they had +2 minutes time, they took -2. Man, it's insane how just like some dumb joke they came up with would be so influential. All for Kane and Lynch 2. Billion killed equals -1 minute. Kane or Lynch dies -5 minutes. Nudity on screen -20 minutes. The game crashes +20 minutes. But you can kill civilians in Kane and Lynch 2? Why does this sound like exactly up my alley? It's hard not to kill civilians? Ooh, you're a proper fucked up little guy. There are 2 little guys in that game. Rags and straw. Wait a minute, what's this? Looks like a pass. Okay, perfect. Get out of here. Then you go back to the research lab and do some research. Offering have the old ass spinning YouTube circle made of dots. Self-found vision really makes you feel like a voyeur. Who made Caden Lynch too? Like who's behind it? There's a lot of shit, especially because of the Jeff Gerstmann stuff. Actually, it's an incredibly deeply important game. It was Square Enix. I mean, it seems like they published it, but did they develop it themselves, like in-house, or did they really say, yeah, we're betting all on fucking Kane and Lynch? Oh, IO Interactive made it. Okay, well, that makes sense. They're pretty good at making shit. I can believe that. Yeah, the Hitman guys. I can believe they could do something like that. Make an interesting, cool game. Before they left, Square Enix became IOI. I see. Back to the research area. This does sound like an interesting game. I want to see what's going on with it. Which shows it's supposed to be like voyeuristic and kind of commentary on violence in games, right? It seems interesting. I'd like to play like a little maybe kind of shitty, maybe kind of bit of a hidden gem game that has something to say. The way Stack Ops is. Still very much got something to say. It's a presentation alone. The presentation just sounds very interesting to me. I'm sure it's actually bad to play with, but I don't know. Maybe there's something to say about having the boldness to make a game that kind of looks and plays bad. Go against the established norms of what games are. First game's co-op too as Dead, can't even buy it on Steam, except with oh, that's a shame. I could play and have you can play and then see when you play too. I could play and have you on. Okay. Yeah, that could work then. I could watch you play Kane and Lynch, and then we could get together for two. That's a good idea. I like it. Sounds fun. Hello again. Hello. You Famiyaki, not bad for a beginner. Oh, my work's done now, but if you got another assignment, yeah? Oh, see you around. Okay. This isn't the area. You go play Kane and Lynch 1 on the Steam 5-inch replacement orange box that says, Notice, Raiden has temporarily removed this title from sale to work on some important updates. Please check back soon. Oh, that shit is not getting updated. Release date November 13th, 2007. Oof. Story Kane and Lynch has. I'm sure it's going to happen eventually. Now, Square Enix is dedicated to it. I mean, what else could they have on their hands that's more important than Kane and Lynch 1? And making sure it works for all the Kane and Lynch heads out there. There we go, got a new pass. Fake. Oh, that's a GOG for $1. There's a lesson in trickery. I was like that meme from the Lazy Town or whatever, for like forever ago. Look at old May May. I guess we can tell when these achievements are made. Oh. Well, I think that's food. We can take a little food break then. And hog and chat. I mean, you can hog chat, you know. It's not the most, like... I mean, I don't know, you're not hogging it, you know. Anyone can talk anytime. I'm not talking to you. Gives me something to talk about, at the very least, having movies or other video games to talk about. Yeah, anyway, we're gonna fucking find something to watch. I'll eat my pasta. It's pasta time. Horrors can wait. Pasta is abound. I like talking video games with you, though, babe. Always so interesting. Got lots of interesting things to say. Always bring up some shit I never heard of, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Sure. There's some weird looking controller.
Oddware, where we're taking a look at hardware and software that is odd, forgotten, and obsolete. And today's thing is the Space Tech IMC Space Orb
controller because it looks like someone just like did a chunk
controller
or like shot a hole in the controller.
Mouse alternative thing. It's got a big rubber ball on top.
It's inspired by
it's supposed to make your life way easier when it comes to playing 3D games, especially those with 6 degrees of freedom.
That you can like draw like a direct path from point A to B to C
Space Tech Space Orb
all the way to Z.
Real life 3D game controller,
whatever see which games,
that means.
Foundational, which ones
$99 when it first launched in late 1996, and is an alternative input device for 3D PC games. Now there's a new way to move in 3D.
Too much like old games and taking a lot of ideas being directly inspired from. I mean, like that is like every game.
Quite a lot, so that is quite the claim.
Every game is just like an old game, but they
filled with late 90s
changed things and added new stuff.
I can't help but love its inflated claims. As real as your own life, maybe more. The heck does that even mean?
Controller.
What is real?
Apparently, it means that this chunky-looking controller is as intuitive
as it's not just a little orb; it's
literally,
a little
and has
joystick.
A ball on top that you twist and fondle in order to control the latest 3D games of circa 1996. Games like
Hellnight, but we're taking a break.
Warrior 2 and Duke Nukem 3D, or any
you'll be proud to know.
Windows 95 game according to the back of the package
today.
here.
I'm being more strategic
we'll
and
have
smart.
To put to the test. I've always been quite curious about this thing because while it resembles an analog game controller mixed with a trackball, it connects via the serial port and is entirely digital.
Like what some of the
it doesn't work like a traditional gamepad or a trackball. Instead of a rolling sphere or an analog control stick, you have a rubber ball mounted on a control arm, filled with multiple input sensors inside to provide 10 bits of precision using Space Tech's patented force and torque converter. Now, this was conceived by John Hilton, a mechanical engineering graduate of the University of Sydney, Australia. He originally called it the screwball when applying for a preliminary patent in 1985, but it was named the Space Ball by the time it hit the market in August 1988. Now, these first iterations of the device in the late 80s and early 90s weren't meant for gaming, though, but were instead geared towards professionals in need of a 3D input device with 6 degrees of freedom. In the early 90s, the company took on the name Space Tech IMC, headquartered just north of Boston, Massachusetts, and made a bunch of 3D input devices that were then licensed to and manufactured by companies like HP, Silicon Graphics, IBM, and Logitech. For example, the PS1 version of the Space Orb 360 was produced by ASCII Corporation and sold as the ASCII Sphere 360. But games were never Space Tech's bread and butter. That was computer-aided design and manufacturing, where Spaceball devices were licensed to companies for design work. As a result, their devices ended up being used in countless projects, big and small, on this planet and beyond. NASA famously used Space Tech technology in controlling the Sojourner rover as part of the Mars Pathfinder mission in 1997. So you'd think the late 90s would have been a great time for Space Tech, right? And not so much. Despite an optimistic outlook in their press releases, Space Tech suffered a $3.7 million fiscal loss in 1997, followed by a $3.3 million loss in 1998. Considering the entire yearly company revenue was just $8.9 million, that was pretty substantial. Heavy layoffs hit Space Tech on the 19th of October 1998, eliminating 20% of their 66-person staff. And this was followed up by an acquisition by LabTech just a few days later. And of course, LabTech did much better, with Logitech snapping them up for $125 million in January of 2002, and proceeding to roll the Spaceball products into their 3D
that guy made
brand.
if they showed us the
considering
other
the fact that
days
everyone
well.
from McDonnell Douglas to General Motors to freaking NASA used Spaceball devices, there has to be something to the Space Orb 360, right? Well, let's get it unboxed and find out. I was pretty lucky to find this new on eBay because these things developed quite a cult following over the years and can be darned tricky to find, especially new old stock like this.
Watching a movie
First
and
up
had mashed
is the
potatoes.
controller itself, which feels okay. Its build quality doesn't exactly instill
Maybe
much
gamers
confidence,
yearn for
consisting
the
of
sphere.
6 squishy plastic buttons housed in an
I
even more
love A
plasticky
and
shell
B on the
that
two
brings to mind the
shoulders. Who
crappiest
fucking
Mad
does
Catz
that?
controllers. The rubber Spaceball itself feels quite nice though, with a sturdy design and some quality rubber that's comfortable to grip onto. And on the end, you get a 9-pin serial connection with a 25-pin adapter included just in case you need an adaptive adapter for adapting adaptations. Then there's the bag of goodies, consisting of a CD-ROM containing the controller drivers and spaceware real-life 3D software. Ooh. There's also a registration card to let Space Tech know that you've bought one of their things and what input devices you're replacing with the Space Orb. And finally, there's the 21-page instruction manual, introducing you to Orbis, the Game Master, the Game Head. Ah, jeez. The late 90s
who's
never
been some
changed.
Game Head?
So the whole idea here is to treat the space ball like an angry emoji or something. And basically, if you imagine the ball represents your head in 3D space, then moving around in 3D space should be as intuitive as moving your head. Yeah, alright, that's enough gimmicky documentation. Let's get this thing plugged in and set up with an appropriate PC running DOS and Windows, and try out a handful of games Space Tech recommends, and one or two that they don't. Okay, so I've got the Space Orb 360 plugged in, software installed on the recently repaired Lazy Green Giant. It just had a power supply go out, very easy fix. And yeah, at this point we have an assortment of icons that it provided for us. We've got a chicken demo, a bunch of guides and help things, an interactive trainer, customizer, monitor, and the Space Orb promo. Let's just start with this, because this is amusing.
Are you still fighting futuristic aliens with these prehistoric controllers? Well, if you are...
Oh, I can't wait to go into the future. I'm excited.
For the smoothest, most realistic gaming experience on the planet. The Space Orb.
Yo, you can play Doom with this thing.
It'll take you to a new level of interaction.
Who's goddamn Doom?
Is your own life. Maybe more.
Okay, they were trying very, very hard to make this thing cool.
I don't fucking know.
And really, it's kind of cool enough as it is. I don't know why they were trying
It makes no sense. You already bought
let's
it.
just go for the interactive trainer, because this is actually
We're
pretty darn
advertising
useful.
at that rate.
Here's where we get
at that
to
point.
converse, or at least interact with Orbis. And there's something about the atmosphere of this program that I really enjoy. You'll see.
Welcome to the Orbitron Citadel.
The Orbitron Citadel. That's amazing.
There are 2 ways to use your Space Orb 360. In a vertical position with the nose pointing at the screen, or in the horizontal. I'm going to teach you in vertical. It's easy. First, I'm going to teach you how to move
It's
forward.
Orbulus.
Place your thumb on the triple arches, the back of the power sensor. Push straight forward towards the
It's
screen.
saying we're in the fucking future. Orbs are telling you how to
Stay
game.
on the path. Follow me. No, you cartwheeled right.
Orbulus Raymond in his final
Okay,
form.
now go left to the wall. Follow me. No, you twisted the ball left.
I didn't mean to. Let me try again, man.
No, you pushed the ball right.
What the? Hold on.
Push left, like this.
I got it.
No, you twisted up on the ball.
Have to be very gentle.
Awesome, Strafe Master.
Strafe Master.
Strafe Master. I've
Oh,
mastered
this is
it now.
gold.
Anyway, with the lessons over with, you're just free to wander this space and just experiment with the controls, which it doesn't actually let you use all of them. In fact, it doesn't let you use any of these. It doesn't let you use the tilting this way or up and down. It's able to do those too, but you need like a 6 degree of
Siege
freedom
or State of
game in
Siege,
order to
1970 political thriller by
accomplish
Costa
that.
Gavras,
Otherwise, you're just kind
based
of
on the
wandering this
assassination by Marxist
very
Sudan
enjoyably
Patreon
surreal
FBI agent
90s
from CIA in
VR type
Uruguay.
space.
Ooh,
With all
I have
this
seen
graffiti
his
on the
other
wall,
film,
presumably of like people that were on
Z,
the team
just the letter Z.
making this or
I like
something.
that film.
And there's like a
I watched
random
another Costa
Thresh
Gavras
reference over
film.
here. Thresh kicks butt. And then there's like these ants that come out of different objects and stuff. And
In the Bleach and Torture.
I don't know. It's just surreal and weird,
You know?
and I love this
What's up,
kind of
babe?
stuff. Anyway, we'll try one more thing here. This is the Space Tech IMC chicken demonstration. This gives you more of an idea of what you can actually do with the ball. So, you know, there's the movement.
Little games are basically supposed to teach you how to use something.
You can actually make it go up.
The game is also a tutorial.
And backwards and forwards, and just there's all sorts of ways you can
I guess
this
so,
guy
huh?
around, and yeah, it's very creaky, and it actually feels like it's gonna break it.
I enjoy the movie, Perry.
But
Sounds
it does
cool.
work.
I watch more of
because
his
it
work.
has
I really
that
enjoy
10
Z.
bits of
I give it
precision
4.5
or whatever.
stars.
It feels
I haven't seen another of his
wrong,
movies.
Really, it's interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to some actual games here. So the monitor opens with Windows if you have it set to do that, and that will open up whenever you open either the customizer or the monitor. It will open this same thing here, and this is, well, really just a configuration menu for all sorts of things. And these are all the games that it comes pre-configured to work with. It's actually just looking out for the executables to execute, and when it does, it will attempt to automatically configure the game to work with the device here, which is important because this really is relying on software to do pretty much everything as far as I can tell, because again, it's plugged into the serial port. It's not connected like a joystick, but it's not connected like a mouse either, like you might plug into COM1 normally, but yeah, it's sort of an in-between. It's its own thing. It's relying on drivers in this software to sort of inject itself into certain games and then maps certain movements and actions to all of this. We'll come back to this in a minute. So let's just try some of the games that is pre-configured with first.
Someone a Space Orb controller, but I mapped all the controls in the opposite way.
Game should show this at its best, so to speak. And as you can see, it actually created a Space Orb pilot profile for me. Apparently it needed to do that in order to get some of the inputs to work properly according to the help file that Space Tech included. And yes, you do still have to use mouse and keyboard for the menus and such, because, I don't know, it just doesn't have them mapped to
imagine I'd like
the inputs here.
State of Siege, if I like his other work.
With the joystick and the menus in this particular
only
game.
one film.
So, here we go.
Let's see what it'll mean for the...
And really,
Z was a really cool film.
This is about as intuitive as
it's made while he was like in exile from Greece, because the Greece military.
It really is just
that was like super far right was in charge back then.
Program, moving forward, moving backwards, strafing left and right and stuff. But
the movie was about a assassinated political figure in Greece.
Move the whole ball.
It was all blatantly just based on real life events.
And then there's these kind of things here to spin yourself
around.
And
you're spinning,
which is pretty handy to have them all in one spot, in theory. However, in practice, I don't like it. Just for the fact that it puts so much strain on both of my hands and wrists.
Yeah, you do that. You make sure Kane and Lynch works.
This is not the worst.
We can go through the Kane and Lynch verse.
Already, man, my hand is just absolutely crying out for me to stop. Oh my word, it hurts. So here's the problem. Because this thing is so stiff, I'm having to constantly move around and grip this a whole bunch. Like, my hand is turning red there, how much I'm having to grip it. And the grips are just awful. The ergonomics are terrible. It's super uncomfortable.
Horribly
There's not
unergonomic.
enough space on this side to both grip the controller and the ball. And because moving the ball any little bit at all moves the rest of the controller, you're having to either grip really hard right here or grip really hard right here. Or, in my case, both. It's just as painful. That's
yeah, Valve knew what it was doing.
I'm used to it a bit.
They would put an orb on there.
More, but
Hacks.
yeah, this is honestly the best situation that the space orb can be in my experience with it so far. And that's
the only thing that looks nice about this controller is the orb. The rest of the controller looks like shit.
So this is like a proper first-person shooter. It's in 3D and all that kind of stuff. So again, I have to use the keyboard here to get into it. And yeah, so this was interesting to try out because here you have, you know, your typical FPS style gameplay, which in this particular case is downright painful and very disorienting. Not only is it super sensitive, so you have to use fine little movements, and again, I have the sensitivity cranked way down, so this is a better situation. But yeah, you're moving and looking with the same input, and that's just not a good idea at all. I'm barely moving it here, and you can see that it's looking and moving around, and just that a tiny little bit of movement. So when you're trying to do it all at once, and you're in the middle of a firefight... Oof. Okay, where'd that go?
Sensitive. They should have done like a 90s style ad, and it's like...
not the best feeling.
How about you play with your balls or something like that along those lines?
You know that part of that is because I just have wrist problems anyway, you know, get all the things that you get from working on computers all your life.
It should have been like play with my balls. It should have been like some shooter, tough guy, generic looking guy.
Yeah, wrists hurt
pulling the controller out.
With this, they're really being stressed in ways that they do not like. Twisting and contorting and putting constant pressure. I end up getting motion sick. Like I'm already feeling a little gross because of the wobbly movement and everything else. I'm just trying to strafe around and stuff like that. I just want to move.
You thought it was the 90s. No. Everyone knows you have to make edgy.
However, for
jokes.
2.5D 3D first-person shooters like Duke Nukem 3D here, or Blood, or Redneck Rampage, or Shadow Warrior, or any of those kind of things, I think this is much more suitable when you have the view stuff turned off.
Old gaming magazines and like archive.org. The ads are so
around, even though that is an option in this game if you wanted to. Otherwise, I think this makes much more sense because
the funniest part of them is always to me that they put like
so you don't necessarily have to
3 little tiny squares of actual in-game
like
images.
Shooter anyway, it's using the ray
and the main ad has like nothing to actually do with the game.
It's still
advertising fucking sucks.
But
speaking of the ball, the devil.
Tolerable crap. I'm not even gonna try. That's just way too difficult with this thing. But and again, have the sensitivity turned down, and it's just absurd.
Maybe this game needed a second ball.
For shooters.
Need a pair of balls.
Or Forsaken,
properly game.
Beyond the Void, or Terminal Velocity, sure, but not first-person shooters. And yet it's configured to work with so many of them. I know this was before like mouse and keyboard became dominant, but good grief. Okay, let's try something a little different. Monster Truck Madness, a racing game. So this I thought would kind of make some sense because, well, it was configured with it, but it also has this sort of analog kind of thing going on with the controls here. So we'll just try this out. And you can see there.
This controller looks like you would buy this as a prop in a movie that's set in the future, and the kids who are dressed in like shiny chrome like pajamas.
On the joystick to accelerate. So I'm having
not now, Mom Unit 001. I'm gaming, and they'd be playing on this controller.
To brake. And that is just not a good
still make like Pac-Man noises, but
the steering actually.
This is the controller they'd use to make it you think this is future.
This is actually not the worst controller for racing games. In fact, it's
some
better
Disney
than
Channel original movie
like a
bullshit.
joystick or even certain analog sticks that I've used. It's certainly better than just like a digital control method, like using the arrow keys on your keyboard or something. I just wish that And that's down to the game. I wish that you could change, like, accelerate and brake to, like, these. But instead, they're just horns. And that is completely up to the way that this works. Like, see, these, you can only map certain things to the face buttons on a gamepad or joystick. And that's sort of another point here, is this really is just emulating a joystick for the most part. For instance, with Earthworm Jim here. This is another game that it came pre-configured to work with. All these that I've tried so far have worked right out of the box. I haven't had to do any kind of configuration myself. And this is interesting though, because in platformers like this, it actually relies on the tilting left and right. And then like this is down and that's up.
This does just look like the silliest way to hold the controller.
And wow, this game is really quiet without music. But yeah, it's totally playable. I mean, I don't recommend it, but it can be done. And it's actually a little more comfortable than some of the other games that I've played, especially like the shooters and stuff, because I can just grip it with this one hand, kind of. That's still not comfortable. But this, I can get a better grip on the ball and then just sort of move, you know, left and right this way. And because it's just treating it as a digital, you know, kind of a 1-bit control input here. And there's no analog finesse kind of feel that I have to worry about.
See a cow. We didn't get to see any in Hellnight, despite we're being
a little bit to the left and right.
The livestock area.
Moving Jim left and right. So, all right, stop eating me, birds.
This feels like it would be a better idea instead of on the shoulder. It just like took up the entire.
Again, don't recommend it, but
left
completely
hand area,
and more so than maybe you would.
And they made the right hand area a bit thicker.
Here, though, and that is we're going to go back to the configuration.
Better ergonomics.
Customizer, and you can add your own games. Remember that claim on the
I feel like you could iterate on this and make it better.
Windows game. Well, that's only kind of true. You have to keep in mind it is going through the COM port, the serial first one of those right there. So it's not really a joystick or a mouse.
Like, what's the point of having the grip?
It's just its own thing, relying on its own
on the left side if you're not gonna.
So
there's no sticks or buttons there
by default in DOS games, and this configuration thing does not inject itself into DOS programs and check the documentation.
Just plastic just chilling there. Maybe it's like holding wires or something down there.
The DOS games that it is configured with, like Doom and Duke 3D and
I don't know.
Others,
there's probably internals. I don't know what's going on.
Because it comes with a configuration file to get it working, and that's something you had to download more of from the website back in the day. However, Windows games, it doesn't necessarily configure to work with all of those either. So, for instance, I set it up with Ski Free, just to be stupid. But this doesn't even do that because Ski Free is a game that you either play with a mouse or a keyboard. And this doesn't emulate either one of those. It's only emulating joystick controls and like a throttle. So, yeah, this does nothing for Ski Free. You move it with a mouse and keyboard, but, you know, what's the point of that? And you can't actually customize these in this program either. All these button actions have to be done within the game's options menu itself. And then all these do, you can just switch around between the different joystick functions and it will emulate those and let the game know that that's what, you know, these are mapped to. But otherwise, yeah, all you have is sensitivity and this skill level thing, which that just is the master sensitivity. If you want to add a game, though, that is in Windows and does have joystick support natively, then this will let you do that. And you can get any of those games to work, pretty much. So, for instance, I want, say, maybe Jazz 2 Holiday Hair. You have a type of game you can select from. This is a platformer, so whatever. We'll just choose joystick emulation. And then this will tell the game to treat this thing plugged into the serial port as if it were a joystick plugged into the game port. And really about the only thing we need to change here is just if we want the axis to move left and right, we'll have to choose that right here, which will be joystick right left. And then we'll switch this back to whatever that function was that Jazz 2 does not use. And again, we can't configure the actual buttons, have to do that in Jazz, but by default it uses 6 buttons anyway, I think, so it was pretty much fine when I first tried it. So all we have to do is run Jazz 2, and it works just like a joystick. So we have menu controls, and the buttons work because it's a game that is functioning with the joystick and the menus too. And here we go. It's pretty much just Jazz 2 with weird tilty controls. And This game treats joystick controls as digital. Yeah, just moving a slight bit left and right will mean that Jazz starts a move, which the Space Orb is not the worst thing in the world with platformers like this for that reason, because it actually makes it easier on my wrists and hands, and it's kind of pointless, but it can be done, and it functions a little better than you might expect. That's really about the highest praise I can give this whole
Jackrabbit.
device.
I don't
It
fucking know
functions a little better than you might expect
but yay.
sometimes. But other times, like an actual 3D first-person shooters, it's just garbage. Most first-person shooters, really, unless you're talking about those 6 Degree of Freedom type of games.
Computer department, the guy on jeez,
I mean, yeah.
Hope it was fun.
Pretty much all I got to say about this thing. And well, that is it for the Space Tech IMC Space Orb 360 thing. Yeah, you know, it's an interesting device. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's also not particularly great either. It's at least not to a degree that would make me want to use it for any length of time with anything. And that's not to say I don't get it or think that the Spaceball things themselves are a joke. I mean, I've used some of the actual Spaceball devices for 3D modeling. Those do make sense.
Yeah, they're going to
a heck of a lot more comfortable and usul, I think. You know, they got the hand rest and the palm rest.
Doesn't give the controller an orchorectomy.
For what
it was at least for little Patty. Yeah.
Sticking it on top of a game controller, much less a not very ergonomic one, I don't quite understand. However, I do understand that there are a lot of people that still like these things. In fact, some of the websites that are online, there's fan sites, I guess, that used to be up.
No other controller, just orb. Maybe some buttons on there.
Some of these
no, it shouldn't have buttons. It should be a touchscreen
communities that have put out new drivers.
I need to make the worst new controller in the world.
That lets you convert this and make it work with more modern machines and games and such. And then, of course, there's also the Space Mice website and a bunch of other things just dedicated to all these kinds of devices. So obviously, they have a following. It's not that I don't get it entirely. It's just that I'm not a part of that. I can't, you know, it's just too uncomfortable and it hurts my wrists too much. And there's too many better options these days. That being said, it's a fascinating piece of oddware, and I would be very much interested to know if you ever used one of these back in the day or more recently.
So, any of you,
loved it or hated
any of you know
Ball?
Like
me and you're just kind of in the middle.
The dive kick controller is basically just two big Hemi orbs.
Yeah, that's about it.
Dive
no
kick.
rush to actually use it again.
Wherever
that may be, though, let me know in the comments. And I hope that you enjoyed this episode of LGR Oddware at the very least.
Kick.
I like doing these things any time that I can. I've always got more oddware planned, so stay tuned. I've got new videos every week.
Yeah, they got like two.
As always,
those are more like circles.
Very much for watching.
They're more circles and orbs. Whatever. You said Hemi orbs, like a half sphere. New control is just like a bunch of spheres on it, like just a bunch of spheres stapled together, glued together, whatever. We need to get on that. The gaming scenes. We need to get to the future of gaming. We need to bring gaming into the 23rd century. Okay, back to Hellnight. And the night is hellish. What's it doing? This fighting game, we have only two buttons, one to dive and one to kick. So one control yet no D-pad or stick. Fascinating. I feel like you'd want to move, but I'm sure it's fine. Okay, I think I need to go upstairs. Right? Yeah, I need to go into the control room. Okay, I hear that old fucking asshole. I'm just really active in this area. Move by diving, base jumping, and kicking. Oh, I see. Why was that made? Out of curiosity. looping BGMs in this game. This is scary. The red card. Let me in. Time to turn off the security systems. Boop. The barest essentials, making fighting games naked. I'm not sure if it's a loop. I feel like it's not the looping BGM, it's like it's the noise you hear when the guy is gonna like show up and get you. How you intertwined in them. I guess. I'm not much of a fighting game person, but it sounds cool, like go super back to basics. That sounds interesting. Okay, this is the Valve room. We're already in here. That's where you get the Steam controller. I want them to announce the fucking Steam machine. I know it's apparently gonna get announced soon, according to rumors. Where's the part? Someone's stolen some of the parts. It's not working. What are you supposed to do now? I wonder who would dare to steal something from an elevator. I don't know, I don't think we know any thieves. No one would steal things. It's bad. Stealing is evil. If you steal anything, you need to be attacked and hurt. Any beasts, or I guess what it's called, the hybrid? It's not a very memorable name, I'm gonna be honest. I guess what the hell are you supposed to call a fucking monster that kills you? It's not like you have much time to think on your feet. It's like, what should we call this thing? You just gotta call it some sort of monster. Being bad kind of never justifiable unless you have power. Exactly. We gotta think of the small and big business owners who lose so much money if you don't buy their product. And remember, piracy is theft too. Even if it's not physically actually stealing anything and you don't actually lose anything. That's the worst theft of them all. You should never, ever, ever, ever pirate games. You should never emulate them. You should never get ROMs on your devices and use emulators to play them. You should buy every game legitimately, even if they cost a lot of money. I'm so glad you get it, chat. I'm glad you're in the know about morals. Which is your moral fortitude leech. I am the most moral, upstanding, pure, wholesome person ever. I'm basically like if a youth pastor was a streamer. It is true. You should all base your lives on mine, because I'm a moral compass, basically. But anyway, I need to go find my old buddy who stole shit. The hell was he? I was gonna Jerry wasn't too big from what I remember. Okay, yay! glad you're with the program, Perry. Live a life like a leech, exactly. The 4 L's. Quadruple L. Okay, let's see. You were in one of these, like, top 2 areas. Okay, wait, just chill out. Unless you see a beast or monster that's gonna get you, just chill. I'm the most chill, relaxed person in the world. You literally have a say like down the corridor. You will be fine. Hey, what do you think about all this, my new friend? Keep your eyes open. This thing's turned the mesh into its lair. Nest. We're on its home turf. It can come at us from anywhere, anytime. This is the part where he gets his head cut off. This is where my guy was. Yeah, what can the Treasure King do for you? You want from Riz, #1 cook in the mesh. What? Elevator room? Don't you to me about that. What? If you need anything, ask me. Who told you to? What? Mika? You mean that gentle, angelic, beautiful Mika? Did you come see me? Finally, this paid off. Yeah, give her headphones. Okay, and if it's a favor for Mika, I guess it would be that there's something wrong with the differential switchboard. Yep, that's probably it. You have one of those. I hate to give this up. So beautiful. Still, it's for Mika. Here, take it. Sweet. Yeah, switchboard. That's nice. I guess we can just go. Maybe this won't be such a hellish night after all. Maybe this will be a nice night. I think I've only actually died like twice. I've been doing pretty well this stream. See, this is why you always gotta give cute girls headphones. And get a favor later in life. I like the layout of this floor a lot better too. It feels like it's easier to get to the place to save. It's so central. Cute girls should get everything they want. So true. Jack, can you give me like a ton of video games and the Steam machine when it comes out and a new pair of earbuds because I actually could use a new pair. These ones kind of broken and some ice cream and what else do I want? Just like everything I want really from now on. And a bunny. Actually, it's the rules. You gotta give me everything I want. I'm cute. Ooh, bunnies are cute. And the bunny be best friends with my cat. Bunnies and cats get along, right? This is totally fine to have them chilling with each other. You totally can. Yay! I get a tiny cat and a Flemish giant. How about I have a really big cat like I do right now, gonna get a tiny little baby bunny. The most innocent bunny in the world. Okay, let's fix this elevator. That's my switchboard. Switch box has been fixed. There's the up button. You want to get on the elevator? Sure, the kitty's instincts will kick in and protect it like a mama. So true. I'm sure Scarface, who loves watching birds outside the window, clearly in a hunting stance, who he's clearly like ready to pounce on them, and basically also hunts down his toys like they're little animals. It'd be very nice to a tiny little baby bunny. Anyway, let's elevate. This is motherly instinct stance. For some reason he drools when he gets motherly. I don't know why. Oh no, the rope! Ah! Oh, ouch. It's been an accident. The elevator must have fallen. Should have seen that one coming. Yeah, of course you're gonna just get out of here easy style. Ooh, on the third floor. Just so that they care. I mean, he does actually drool when he's like pretty happy and chill. Yeah, see? Oh, what the hell? Let's look around a little bit. This place looks interesting. I should talk to my buddy about us falling down the down the elevator. What does this place look like? So staff quarters, monster staff quarters, administrative floor management area, control room. Yeah, what are we up to now? Up to what, the floors? We're on the third floor here. I guess we're down to it. It's weird that they count them up as you go down. I don't feel like that's typically done. Oh, hello. Hey, you, what are you doing here? Looks like the hunters forgot to bring in the prey. Come with me, the ceremony of awakening is about to begin. You and that prey are with we sacrifice to the prince. Glory to our dark savior. It's coming after me! Sorry about this. Time for a little nap. Whoop! Alright, let's go. Very neat, but then, they're expecting no less from an Oregon Special Forces member. They usually go down in reverse. Oh, hello. Who's there? Eek! Wait, don't shoot. I'm on your side, eh? Renee. My name is Renee. Renee Lorraine. I worked as a photojournalist for DES. I'm not mainstream, though. I cover their underground beats. That's why I'm underground. Covering the beats. Reporter. Oh shit, he's a military guy. He's gonna shoot her. My own for sure. I have 2 weenie. I think I'm getting used to the game. I was very weenie the first stream. I'm getting more used to it. I'm getting more comfortable. But I did need to get my weeness out of the way. I tell you, I work the underground beats, yes? Whenever there's something underground, whenever there's something not right, something's just a little weird happening, something, should I say, mysterious, and you're there. Always you're there, the Special Forces of Oregon. Not that anyone's, has been able to find out anything about the great big industrial multinational as Oregon now. We? Oh, you're French. Don't worry, Perry, you'll see the end of this game. I'll get us all there. I'll take us all to the end. My job to cover all the crazy incidents, all the crazy things that happen. Do the French not use the H in the world sooner or later? They pick things up like rumors about you. I see. Fortunately, it looks like you've gotten yourself in a little over your pretty head this time. What do you mean? This place, Tokyo Mesh. Not like anything you've ever seen before. I don't know what kind of places you've been to, but this is hell. Night. A true hell on earth. It works. Yay! Woo! You met a French woman. However, the GOG version does not have working online, as I was expecting. That's a shame. I think multiplayer should still work. I hope so. I want to play Kane and Lynch 2 with you, but I'll just watch you play Kane and Lynch 1. Then, that's fine. But yeah, we got to the next floor down. Or we tried to go up an elevator, it broke. Now we met a French woman. There's a wonderful opportunity. If I can see Elle before I die, bring back pictures. It'll be the biggest scoop in history, no? If you say so. If you want to call this an opportunity, you're welcome to... Just don't say you weren't warned. I don't want to be rude, but must go. According to what I have found, the ceremony of awakening is starting very soon. Why don't you come with us? Your chances of surviving are better than if you go alone. Don't you think? Sorry, you're only allowed to have one companion in this game. Merci, my soldier friend. But I wish... Oh, I'll be just fine by myself. I did not think I could follow your orders. I'm used to working alone. My name in the newspapers, eh? Today's gone. Stupid fucking FMV face. I have the feeling that she's not all she's seen. She looks like a model. Bet she's seen things that would make most people faint. Or worse, super faint. I just hope that inner strength is enough to carry her through what lies ahead. I'm supposed to carry us through what's ahead. I hate a big room like this. A medieval dungeon door. find this place? I guess it's the back. There you are, friend. Leader Nakazu. Soon the glorious ceremony of awakening shall begin. Our almighty dark prince will awaken. You regret this wondrous occasion? No. Just turn away. Ooh. Is there another little house around here? You're just strolling casually. Not a friend. Why do you all think things that want to kill me are friends? Soon, I too will be able to partake of the great union. Ecstasy is such that mere words can describe it. My joy is boundless. Who will possess this beautiful, magnificent body as our vulnerable high priest. Himself has been through several unions. Nearly time, can't waste another minute here. I must hurry to the great hall. Ceremony of awakening is about to begin. Misunderstood. That guy has been chopping people up and killing them, including me, all fucking this night, this Hellnight we're in. Not misunderstood. This soft boy, niceys, monster, evil, and vicious. The reflex. My reflex is to slice you in half. My big fucking claws. He's still fucking there. There we go. My friends have powers. Probably I thought it would be enough ammo, but I didn't count on it being useless. I think it lasts as long as we can. So when they surprised and scared you. Well, I guess my reflex, or I guess my friend Ivanov's reflex is to shoot the fuck out of that asshole. Breathing heavy. Oh, he's back up. Ugh. Okay, what's over here? Yes, please, I'll take a save. Any day of the week. Imagine if this game had no saves. That'd be terrible. We didn't get to see the cool explosion of the monster or whatever. You just watched that like 5 minutes ago. Fucked up. very mechanical explosion. Well, don't worry. He can use that ability several times. Yeah, we blew him up. We hit him with our reflex. Command center. Center where they command things. It's all fenced off. Yeah, apparently this whole time my friends could have helped me. Like, you know that serial killer I found? I think he could have actually fought back. Unfortunately, I let him die. Not sure if Naomi or whatever his name was could have helped, but she could have done something, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure what her deal was. Okay, it's just a big loop. So by dying, I mean, she did take a hit for me. I'll never forget your sacrifice. Random girl I met on the subway. Did so much for me. Okay, this seems like a really convenient spot if you want to, like, save a bunch. Stick 2 save zones back to back. But yeah, I can at least temporarily take out the monster. I'm not completely defenseless. I have friends. The power of friendship will get me through here. This way. I have a save. I don't have to be too worried right now. If I die, I can just go right back. But yeah, you know, I guess this is good for my friends that they've found more worth than just being meat shields to me. Conveyor belt. Let's take a ride, shall we? Whee! That was fun, wasn't it? Keep your eyes open. Yeah, Colt's no good. You don't want to deal with them. There you go, you far off and isolated. Oh, hello. You are certainly dressed. Second Lieutenant Kajiwara. Attention! Up! I'm Second Lieutenant Kajiwara. Goro, Administrator of the Underground Capital. I was posted here to ensure monsters unearthed during the excavation do not reach surface. You have failed. I think that thing was on the surface, actually. No, that thing came from the surface. Destroying the rail would be the surest way to prevent the advance. The control room has been occupied by some strange priests. In order to capture the area, I have made several requests to command for the dispatch of an infantry unit. So far, there's been no reply, nor have any reinforcements been ordered for duty. What could they be thinking? Do not act quickly. I don't like this guy. I don't want to talk with some weird Imperial Japanese officer. I'm not sure if he's just like LARPing or he's like actually was there because he's pretty old. Okay, control room, fuck up the rails. I guess he did give me a hint at the very least. Hope you die painfully though. Probably did war crimes back in the day if he was actually there, not just a guy in costume. Dead end. How many damn little routes? Okay, what's in here? Probably locked. Offer a card. Okay, I need a new card to get in there. Noted, noted. That's probably the control room, I bet. Another dead end here. That's inconvenient. You have to go all the way back around. This is awkward. I might be stuck. Maybe I shouldn't have gone this way, until I could have turned off the controls. Wait. Maybe I can slowly outpace the conveyor. No. I soft-lock myself by doing this. There's no other way through. It's just that officer's room. Oh, you locked. Okay, I've got the control thingy I could get around. I do not. Okay, maybe don't go down conveyor belts if it's fun. Maybe you should not be having fun. Should be focusing on solving problems. 18 achievements, nice. Yeah, don't pirate it. Don't reproduce it illegally or whatever. Eat. At least I'm gonna have save, so. Not all bad. But noted, get the card first, before you lock yourself in. Okay, at least I know this side's pretty safe right now. Move this way. Not really much over there for me, I don't think. Not right now. Should we go look around before the conveyor belts? I'm not gonna get myself stuck again. I know what I'm doing now. Think. I make plenty of mistakes, but I don't make the same mistake twice. I should stop running around. The lungs are aching. Where's the conveyor belt, right? It's a different path. Where am I going then? Locked. Okay, that's like the connect over there. What else back here? The Hellnight's back here. Oh, that's probably just... Okay, that takes us back over this section. Don't need that right now. I'll appreciate it for later, but right now it's not necessary. Because I know the scary monsters like over there. I don't like that there's a walkable connection. It means he can just walk over here if he so is inclined. Okay, this is probably gonna get cleared later. Wait, this is a little door on the side, maybe? Seeing things? Something seems odd about this. Can't quite figure out what it's about. Okay, that's another thing to interact with later. Oh, that's probably... You gotta find the special key to get in there. That probably takes you to the awakening ceremony, I bet. I mean, that's what I would suspect. Down this way, I think, is this path, which I don't know where it goes. Goes another door. And then the other way is the conveyor belt. So there's someone in the room only moments ago. Let's mess with this table. Can't be used here. Damn. I'm gonna come out and be like, hey, what are you doing in my room? Can I leave? Oh. Okay. That's all I need here right now. I wonder how the monster in this game is like programmed. Like, where does it? What triggers it? Where does it patrol or something? Like, thin hallways usually are pretty safe. You won't mess with them, but like big open rooms tend to be more dangerous. I'm guessing, you know, obviously to be fair and give you a chance to dodge. If you're like you're on your own and you don't have a buddy with you to save your ass, like I do. Or you get them all killed like I do. More appropriate way to say it. What happens if I go this way? Same path? Oh, it seems different enough. Okay, yeah, it's another room someone's living in. Unfair. Very ordinary. Boring people live there. Got it, got it. I'm actually gonna go save, because I like what I explored. I'll save. I basically just want to keep the map, just in case he's like in that area and he slices my head off. You know how it is. Get your head sliced off on occasion. It stings a little bit, but you just like put it back on as good as new. That's a really like easy to reattach and put back together. Famously so. They say decapitation is like the worst way to kill anybody because it's ineffective. I don't need to save twice, just once. I had like a thought flash, man. I was gonna say like, I should say, chat. What limb would you want to get cut off the most if you had to pick one? Like, you had no option. Like one was gonna go. It was gonna get cut off. I'm not sure with what. Maybe it's gonna be a rusty, sharp object of some sort. What are you picking? Surprised we didn't get attacked here. Oh, okay, wait a second, I got scared. Didn't jump out at me. I do have to save. I'm safe. Fine. Oh. Hi, my friend. There you are. Wondering where you ran off to, you old so-and-so. Okay. Stop getting short of breath, come on. Get your breath back, buddy. Something paths I could take. Let's take the loop. Okay, I think that just leads back to you. I'm gonna go to the inner area. Door is locked. Here we go. Believer Koseki. Oh, praise the name of our God. Sing the glorious name of our dark God. May the name of our great and mighty God lips now and forever. Sure, whatever you say. This will just say shit. Next we go up the stairs. Locked. Not locked. Believer Kiyama. Who's there? You. What are you doing here? You're right where they want you to be. Listen to me, the ceremony of awakening is about to begin in the Great Hall. Intended to celebrate the coming of our Savior, the Dark Messiah. The key to the whole ceremony is you. Awakening the Dark Messiah, our vulnerable high priest has chosen you especially to be sacrificed to the god. I don't know exactly what's supposed to be happening at the ceremony, if this god will really wake up or not, or what this great union is all about. All I know is that I'm starting to wonder what's really going on here, whether or not everyone can be trusted. It's all really starting to scare me. But I do know this. It all comes down to you. You're the last piece of the puzzle. Do you have a piece of puzzle for me to continue with this game? One that sets everything else in motion. If you go to the Great Hall, whatever's supposed to happen will. You're the key. Whatever happens, don't even think about going to the Great Hall, alright? If you do, it might be the end of the world. You will be responsible for the destruction of the world. Okay, I don't think it's going to happen. Yama's left. Doesn't have any shit there? I saw something. No? I'm not quite sure what to do now. I'll go save again. Let me fucking get me off the pillars. Interesting. I didn't get really anything that helped me. Still need some stuff. The safe room. Okay. I think I'll call it here. That's a good amount of Hellnight. Maybe save the rest for one more stream next week. Got the second floor, made a good ways through the third floor. At least we mapped a good chunk of it out. But yeah. Tomorrow, we start Final Fantasy VIII. And Saturday, we'll see. Still not 100% certain. Maybe Comics Zone. But yeah, it's time for some new beginnings. Also, I think I forgot to do the quest for sunglasses guy now that I see the sunglasses, but oh well. Help them as much as I could. As much as I wanted to before I could progress. Anyway, though. Yeah, thanks so much everyone who chatted, and lurked, and so on and so forth. I'll see you tomorrow with Final Fantasy VIII. Thank you so much, and goodbye! Yeah.